Welcome back students to my channel. Today we are going to discuss factors affecting pressure. First of all, let's start with the term. What do you mean by pressure? Pressure is nothing but a thrust acting per unit area. Thrust acting per unit area. That is what we have pressure. Now what is this term thrust? Thrust is nothing student but it is a force which is acting normally on any surface. So pressure is what? Force upon area. Thrust is nothing when a force acting normally on any surface, that means as thrust. Suppose we are fixing the pins on the softboard. Then what we are doing? We are applying force. In which direction? Normally. That normal force is nothing what? Thrust. When we are standing on a ground, what we are doing? Our weight is applying force on the ground. In which direction? Normal direction. So that normal force is nothing but a thrust. So pressure is what? Force per unit area. Now we will study what are the factors which are affecting the pressure. Students, from the formula it is clear that the pressure depends upon two things. What are those two things, students? One is the force and other one is the area. Let's start one by one how these two factors affect the pressure. Students, let's start with the first one. What we have here, we know that in cooking, like whenever we are doing chopping, we are using the sharp knives. Okay, sharp objects we are using for cutting, chopping. We are using sharp objects. Why we are using sharp objects, students? What is the use of that, students? By using sharp knives, it is easy for us to do the chopping and cutting. Okay, with the sharp objects, what we are having these sharp objects. Scissor is sharp, okay, then knife is sharp. All the cutting objects are sharp and pointed ends. Why so? Why they have sharp pointed ends? Okay, what will happen if we will not use a sharp knife? Instead of that, we will use the blunt knife. What will happen then? Students, we know that pressure is nothing but a thrust per unit area or force per unit area. Clear? If we are using sharp knives, then what will happen with the area? This term area. This area will decrease. Now student, this pressure and this area, they are in inverse proportion. What is the meaning of inverse proportion? That if one thing will increase, other thing will decrease. So if here when we are using the sharp and objects, okay, for cutting and for the chopping, so we are decreasing the area. If area decrease, then pressure will increase and it is easy for us to cut those objects, okay, because the pressure will automatically increase. And if the knife is blunt, then area is more. If area is more, then pressure will be less and we will feel difficulty for chopping. Okay, clear students? So area and pressure, they are in inverse proportion. Inverse proportion means if one thing will increase, other thing will decrease. Let's move to the next example. Students, you have observed that when women, they are wearing the sharp heels, okay, then it is very difficult for them to walk. Why so? Why they feel difficult with this sharp and pointed heels? Student, pressure is again force per unit area, thrust acting per unit area. Now if they are wearing these sharp heels, here area of contact will be what? The area is less. If students area is less, then pressure will be more and they will feel difficulty in walking. Clear students? But what happen if they will wear the flat or the broad shoes? Now the area of contact will be more. Students, if area will be more, then pressure will be less and it is easy for them to walk. Clear students? Let's move to the next example. What we have next example, students, that in next example we know that in railway tracks there are wooden slippers. Now what is the use of these wooden slippers, students? They are used to increase the area of contact. Which area of contact? Area of contact between the train and the ground. If area will increase, the pressure acting on the ground will decrease. Again the formula is same, P is equal to F upon A. What I am saying here, area will increase and pressure acting on the ground will decrease. So these wooden slippers which are used on railway tracks, they are used to increase the area of contact. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. Now what is my next example, student? Next example, yes, what we have here is the trucks. Generally the trucks, they are carry heavy load, okay, and we have seen that they have large number of tires, 8 tires, 12 tires. Why so? Why large number of tires are used? And one thing more, they have always a broader tires, they are very broad. Why? What is the reason? What is the use of the broad tires? Why the number of tires we are using, number of wheels we are using, they are more in the trucks? The answer is, students, same, because the pressure is force per unit area. By increasing the size, okay, by making the tires broader, we are increasing the area, and if area will increase, the pressure will decrease. By increasing the more number of tires, we are increasing which factor? Area. And if area will increase, the pressure will decrease. Clear, students? Okay, let's move to the next example. Yes, students, what we have the next example here, the tanks. Now these tanks are also very heavy, students. Now when we need to move them on the ground, okay, we want that less pressure will act on the ground. Now to reduce the pressure of these tanks on the ground, what we are using the caterpillar, that bottom, these caterpillar wheels. Okay, these are steel wheels. Okay, what is the use of these caterpillar wheels, students? They will also increase the area. If area will increase, what will happen to the pressure? Pressure will decrease. Okay, so this is another example. Now, wow, the last example, students. What we have the last example here, students. We know that camels can walk very easily. Okay, they can even run on the sands, but horse can't. Why? What is the difference here, students? The difference is here, why the camel only can easily walk on the sand, because they have broader feet. So what will happen with the broader feet? Broader feet will increase the area of contact, and if the area of contact will increase, the pressure acting on the ground will reduce, it will decrease. Okay, and they can easily walk and run on the sands. So what is pressure, student? Pressure is nothing but force upon area. So far what we have concluded, that pressure depends upon this term area. If area is more, then the pressure will be less, and if area is less, then pressure will be more. Clear, students? So these are the two factors which are affecting the pressure, force and area. I hope this lecture is clear to you. If it is clear, students, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you, everybody.